Hello, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. I hope everyone has had a beautiful day today. So, here on the channel today, we are not doing a collective reading. I know, shock horror, what a surprise. We are going to kind of change it up. I want to put more videos on my page that people want to hear about, and I put up a post on my Instagram. If you are not on my Instagram, it's Earth Angel Healer 1111. Go check that out. But I put up a post there today about like what you'd like to hear about on my channel, and we got spirit guides. So today we are going to talk about spirit guides and how to connect with them and how to strengthen our connection with our spirit guides. How exciting! It really is. This is going to be a really good video. I was going to say reading. I do have my deck here. This is, I call it my divine deck. Now, the reason is because that's who I connect to my spirit guides through, and I am my higher self and I use them. But I do have a little surprise, a little hidden surprise over here. Here. And we'll talk about that at the end. We'll get through it. But let's get started. I'm pretty excited to get to talking about this. So firstly, let's talk about what spirit guides are. So spirit guides are beings that have transitioned into the afterlife, and instead of reincarnating back into the earth plane, they've chosen to dedicate their existence to being a spirit guide to help the soul evolve. So, in other words, to serve our highest good and to help us grow with unconditional love. And we can also get our spirit guides from passed over loved ones. So, passed over loved ones can become our spirit guides if they choose to, and if they choose to be your spirit guide. So, just kind of keep that in a fun, playful way, because you know, when we get passed over loved ones, we grieve, and sometimes that passed over loved one could be our spirit guide, and they're trying to guide and show that you're there. But sometimes the grieving can kind of overtake the signs and messages. So just keep that in mind, that yes, we get spirit guides, you know, that aren't passed over loved ones from this lifetime, or they're passed over loved ones from other lifetimes. So it can be a bit confusing. It might not be someone that you consciously know of in this lifetime, but in any case, it could definitely be someone that has, you know, passed over, and you had such a strong bond. You know, they could have chose to be your spirit guide. So I found that really exciting when I was learning about spirit guides, because I just assumed that they were, you know, celestial beings or energies that just, you know, a team of energies that helped us, you know, in a positive way to grow as a, you know, human evolution. But I didn't realize that passed over loved ones can also become a spirit guide. So my dad passed away nearly 8 years ago in October. So for me, it's like it keeps me in check of keeping in connection with my spirit guides, if that makes sense. Like, because I feel like I had such a strong connection to my dad that I feel that he would be a spirit guide for me. So it definitely keeps me in check and makes sure I'm always checking in with my spirit guides and asking for their help. So yeah, just keep that in mind. They also can become our spirit guide to help heal a family bloodline. So if a family bloodline per se has been needed to get some healing, or hasn't had really any conscious evolution within that bloodline for a while, you might get a passed over loved one that will then become a spirit guide to help that bloodline heal. So yeah, that's another one. Now, so that's about spirit guides. Well, I think we've ticked that. So now it's about connecting to our spirit guides. So when we first start connecting to our spirit guides, basically it's about the connection. So the more you make a routine or habit of asking your guides to come in. So we start by calling in our spirit guides. We ask them to come in to, you know, our physical our physical presence and help us with whatever you're needing help with at that time. So yeah, we've got connecting with them on a regular basis is basically the first thing you want to start doing to strengthen that connection. So making sure on a regular basis, every day, you're calling in your guides. Okay, you can say something like this, like you can say, I call upon my spirit guides to help me heal, elevate and evolve for my soul's highest good of all. Show me signs and symbols, please. Thank you, spirit guides, for all your help that I am receiving now. So that, you could say something like that, very similar. You can put it in your own words, however you like, but that is, that's definitely a way of connecting to your guides on, if you haven't really connected to them, recently, or you haven't at all. This is a great way to start, by just regularly calling in your spirit guides and just asking them to help you with signs, symbols, with the help that you need. Like, ask them for help. We have to ask. So the second thing with connecting to our spirit guides is meditation. And of course, look, meditation really is just talking about quieting down the mind. It's really slowing down the vibration so you can receive clear information. So if meditating doesn't have to be sitting down with your hands and going, but I mean, if that's what you like to do, then you can do that. But I mean, you could be walking with headphones in, and that could quiet down your mind. It's really up to the individual. Everybody is different, and the way we quiet our mind can be very varied. So listening to music and going for a walk in nature could be one. You could also just be walking in on a beach. You don't need to have music or headphones in, but sometimes I know for me, when I put headphones in, I seem to focus a lot more and slow down. So that helps me get into a meditative state. Listening to, music also gets you into a certain creative space, I feel. So yeah, and then when we're in that meditative state, it's just all about listening. Like when you've quietened down the mind and just listening to what's coming in, the downloads, because our crown chakra is above our head, and so we receive information there, and it goes through to our third eye, etc., into other places, throat chakra, to be able to, speak that information out. So what we do when we're in this meditative state is we make sure that we bring a notepad and a pen, so we can write down our thoughts, like what's coming in, because when we write things down too, we're bringing it into the physical plane. So listen to what you are hearing without any judgment or doubt, okay? And then see if you can get some kind of automatic writing, and let the pen just flow on the paper, and don't judge what you're writing down. Let the energy flow through your hands and, onto the paper, making that connection with your spirit guides a lot stronger. So, the first thing you can start making a habit of is calling in your guides. And then when we're, used to calling in our guides and we're seeing our symbols and our signs and everything, then you can start trying to get into a meditative state and connect in that way to your guides. Calling in your guides once we've slowed down and we're in that meditative state. Call in your guides, ask them, what do you need to know? Listen to what's coming in, write them down. When we're kind of in that space of relaxation, just try and just do some automatic writing. Whatever is coming into your mind, just write it all down. And okay, then the next one, when it comes to strengthening our connection with our guides too, is playfulness. When we're in a childlike state, when we're in that state of joy and happiness, we're in a high vibration. And being in our, bringing out our inner child and being in that like-minded child energy, it's innocence, isn't it? So, it's such a pure vibration. And so, after being in this state of energy, it's a great time to ask and talk to your guides. So, being in a happy state, playfulness, playing, being happy, something you enjoy, those vibrational energies really are vibrating at a high level. So that's a great time to want to connect to your guides. When you are in that meditative state, you can also ask for your spirit guides' names. Okay, now when it comes to, say if you hear Bob, write it down. It's not silly. If you hear Bob and that's the first name you hear, then it's Bob. If it's Frank, if it's Sam, if it's Tom, if it's Sarah, if it's, you get what I'm saying. Whatever name springs to mind and comes to your mind first, write that down. If you hear more, write them down. Basically, once you start doubting and second guessing your intuition, that's when you disconnect, okay? And we don't want separation. We're trying to get a strengthening of connection. So don't doubt what comes in. You have to trust your psychic ability and your intuition and know that that's true, accurate information for you, okay? That was another one, writing your spirit, asking your spirit guides what their names are. That's a really cool little activity. So, strengthening your connection to the guides first before asking them their names. The reasoning why this is kind of the last kind of thing to strengthen is because by the time you've been asking them every day, what you need to do and seeing the signs, and then going into meditative states and doing the writing and, listening to what is coming in, the connection will strengthen in those steps themselves. So after you've done that for a while, that's when I would honestly ask what your guides' names are, because that's when you'll trust the information coming in, because you've already been doing it for a while. So that was really, really cool. So there's a couple ways of, connecting to your spirit guides and, strengthening the connection with your spirit guides. Now, this is the fun part. I also had a look at what crystals. Woohoo! Now, they're not all of these, but I didn't want to just put the ones down that were for that and then not have others around it. So the first crystal is Leopard Jasper. Now, Leopard Jasper is a powerful journey stone used by many shamans back in the ancient times for spiritual connection. So that's this one here. Now, this one doesn't have as many spots as lots. This is more green. They can come in a more of a reddy color. So, it really depends. But yes, Leopard Jasper, I would suggest to get to, so I have 3. So there was 3 that really stood out the most to me. And these 3 connected together, I believe, is a very powerful way of connecting to your spirit guides. So that's why there's, these 3. So the next one, the next 2, I am not going to be able to pronounce very well. So what we're going to do, so we don't, so you get the crystals right. In the description box down below, I will put the 3 crystals and the names of the 3 crystals in the description box below for you. So if you want to go get these crystals, you can. Now, the next one is Scolecite. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be able to pronounce these ones very well, but please forgive me. I'll put them in the description box below, so don't stress. But this next one, so it's very white. It looks a lot like a moonstone and selenite. So that one is an ascension stone to connect to spirit guides and your higher self. So having your powerful journey stone that connects, which is spiritual connection, and then you have your ascension stone connecting to spirit guides and higher self, and then we have this one here, which is Apophllite. Yep, look, I'll write it down below. Anyways, this one is a stone of pure light and brings trust and deep meditation. So with these 3 combined, and what I was guided to was these 3 stones. With these 3 stones together, you will no doubt be able to connect to your spirit guides and be able to strengthen and connect with them and get pure pure information for the highest good of yourself. So that was fun for me. I really liked researching that and finding out. It was a fun little journey. But beautiful, right? Now this little center, I just did that intuitively. But they needed a group. Agree? Yeah, I thought you would. So the next three, yeah, that made sense. So take two. The next thing we're going to talk about is I felt guided to also give 3 oracle decks that help connect to your spirit guides. So this is going to be fun. So the first one I have is the Spirit Messages. Now this deck I used a lot when I very first started doing oracle cards to get my spirit guide messages. They're very, very beautiful. And you can ask, Spirit, what message you need to hear for the day. And for some of you, you might need to believe the force that works through your soul, determining that what possibilities and impossibilities, the difference between success or over failure. And above all, who you are is the powerful of your belief. It's a power of your belief. So basically, having a more positive mindset and having the belief that you can really create your own reality, and whatever you want to succeed in life you will achieve. And that even means with your spirit guides. If you're wanting to connect to your spirit guides, don't have doubt that you can't, because you are connected. If you think you can't connect to your spirit guides, you're having basically the energy's like confused, because you're separating it and you're saying that you're disconnected, when really we are all one. We're always connected and we're never separated. So that some of you might have just needed to hear that. Just saying, didn't know I was going to do that. But yeah, these cards are really beautiful when it comes to getting, spirit guide messages for the day. Look, take a moment. Stop now. It is not time to rush into decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. And that is exactly what we were kind of talking about when it came to the steps. When you ask for help, so this is basically saying, like, if you're in a stressful time or you're in a stressful situation where you're needing help, take time to stop, ask your spirit guides, what is the best decision I can make for myself, for my highest good, and see what comes. Because as soon as you ask, you will receive. I love that. So yeah, these cards are absolutely beautiful when it comes to connecting to spirit guides. I have the Intuitive Soul Oracle. Now these are really beautiful. So all 3 of these together, just like the stones, they're like more powerful together. All these energies together. I feel like when I was being guided to do all this, like these are the 3 I use together, and I'm not saying it because I use them. It's the power they all have together and the messages they all have and bring together. So this is the Intuitive Soul Oracle. I absolutely love this deck. It's another deck that I very first got in the beginning of time. So this oracle deck is really beautiful because, well, let's shuffle and see. Okay, so we've got wealth and spring. So financial loss or gain, blessings, accepting your wealth with love and emotion, and then spring, new birth, vitality, and fresh start. So if you're asking your spirit guides what's coming up for you, this could definitely mean that there's a fresh start coming in spring. And if you're having financial hardship, that your financial status is going to become better within spring, and there's going to be a new start within your financial career. Yeah, there's definitely blessings coming within. Now, the cool part about these cards, though, is the colours. So with yellow, is this the yellow one? Yeah. So with yellow, it's about self, and with blue, it's about timing. So these are really These are really beautiful. These are really beautiful cards. So we'll do some more. I'll pull another one. So that could be a message for someone out there. You know, everything happens for a reason. Alright, let's pull another one. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Love. Now love is green, and green represents emotion in this deck. So we have heartfelt passion, unconditional love, togetherness with your partner. So that could be a message that someone's needing to hear out there. But the colours in this, so like the purple is your spirit guides, and that's another reason why it's look beautiful purple. It's the dawn. So this is a direct message from your spirit guide saying there's a new dawn coming, new beginnings are on the horizon. There's a new birth within yourself and a rejuvenation. So there's lots of positive things coming on the horizon. There's a new dawn coming for you in such a positive way. So purple's all about is your spiritual, which is your spirit guides, and then orange is about people, and then yellow is about self. Green is emotion, blue is timing, and red is direction. So these are very, very good when it comes to getting clear messages and being able to understand them with the colouring and with the message on the card. Right. Oh my god. So it's from spirit guides. For being purple, and it is a butterfly, and by now butterflies are all about new beginnings as well, transformation, change, growth, spread your wings and fly. So basically with this one, your spirit guides are telling you that a transformation is coming, there is growth, change is definitely on its way if it hasn't already. Seeing the beauty within yourself and spreading your wings and setting yourself free from anything that is hurting you basically, or is making you feel or stay in a low vibration. So these are absolutely beautiful too. So like green is all about emotion, so this is power. So this could be saying that you're feeling very empowered this month. You're standing strong, you have strength, you're powerful and you're firm, needing to stand in your power in your emotions and knowing that you're making the right decisions for yourself. So these are look, yes. Oh, it says yes. So anyway, these are absolutely beautiful. So that's the second one. And then the last one is ask your guides. So when I did do research, it just happens to be that I already had these decks, but like this deck was basically the only one I could find on like spirit guides itself, where the intuitive soul has spirit guide cards in it, and the spirit messages it's strong messages from spirit guides. So yeah, that however that resonates for you. But this is another one, ask your guides, and this has not just your spirit guides, it also has lots of other guides. So I'll do a quick little shuffle. We'll see what comes out. What do we need to know? What do we need to know, spirit guides? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Warrior guides. So this is all about standing strong and defending what is right, and knowing and taking care of responsibilities, not being cared about, judged by others. So yeah, there's a change coming also with the number 5 down here. So maybe changing your decision making also. Let's pull another one. These ones, I must say, look, when I got these cards and I started like learning them, I don't know every single card yet, so like obviously because I have so many that I don't know every single one, but this one I do remember is, yeah, being very defensive and needing to take a step back when it comes to your attitude, and knowing that you can make better choices for yourself and things like that. So that's something your spirit guides are wanting you to know. Let's pull another one. We've got higher self, and we have solitude. So your higher self is asking you to go within and really ask what needs to be healed. Like, it's basically like a check-in with yourself. It's like needing to go within to heal something is what I'm getting. I know I'm not meant to be doing readings, but like, obviously I didn't want to just show you the box. I kind of wanted to show you the decks too, because I know for me, sometimes I might get drawn into a cover of a box, but then when I get to the cards, it might not be the same feeling. So anyway, I just wanted to be able to show you. Oh look, it's another message from your higher self. So look, all these are guides, and guides just mean are helping you, you know, to evolve in the highest good of all. So we do have plenty of guides that do help us. So it's not just spirit guides in this deck as well. So this is why kind of combining the three is really, really good. It's about your decision. So that's what I mean. I feel like this going within, having that check and making better decisions for yourself. There could also be needing to make a decision over somebody at this time too. That could be for someone out there needing to make a change within a partnership or relationship. That's just for some. Oh look, there's invention, so your creativity guide. So for some of you out there, you're needing to release some creativity and be in that playfulness. So there could be something to do with your inner child and being very creative. So, and needing to take that back up or do that again and be, you know, and enjoy yourself. I don't know, that was strange, but yeah, that's what I got. So these are good too. The coloring, you can really kind of take them as they are. You don't have to use color if you don't want. You can use them as like chakras. So like I would say this would be like the root chakra. You could also do root chakra with this one. These, the blue ones, like your higher self. Yeah, I would do more of like emotions. And then like this one's more of like it's hard. It's like a grey blue color. So like, yeah, these ones don't really have like a color, like they don't have meanings to their colors. So they're just, I guess, pretty. Oh, someone's going to be receiving a gift. So lucky you, joy guides, and victory is coming. So it's divine helpers. Yeah, you are being divinely helped right now, and there is a victory coming. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, bless me. All right. So yes, they're the cards that I thought I would share with you guys. So I'll leave the crystals in the description box below, the names and what they were, and I'll also leave in the description box the oracle card decks that we were just talking about. And let's just see what. Oh yeah. Yep, karmic records. So there is patterns changing within someone's thought process because they're seeking information now, but that you're needing to seek information within and ask yourself just questions. You're needing to ask questions. Go within and ask yourself questions. There's also elemental guides here, so use your elemental guides. Your elemental guides are trying to guide you at this time. You might not be seeing their signs. There is a peaceful presence around you at this time as well, and awareness. So being more aware of the energies around you, what's going on, and not being too busy that you don't see your surroundings. There's divine creativity. See, there's creativity again. Some of you out there really need to be more creative and stay in that creative vibration, that playfulness. And when you are in that creative space, call upon your goal. Oh, damn, that went flying. All right. Be more creative. See? So, someone needs to be more creative. Okay? Be more creative. Get into your creative juices. However that is for you, however it is, create something that is yours. A sense and a feeling. Some of you might be sensing that you've been having spirit guides around you at this time, or you're sensing that there's elemental guides around you, or presence around you, and you are right. There is a very positive presence that is guiding you at this time, and you are not wrong, okay? Because you are feeling those things. Sorry, for some reason I had to think about the wording. It was really strange. Okay, yeah, there's artistic energy. There's lots of artistic energy going on. down here. Okay, and there's awareness again. We have awareness twice. That is what I'm saying. There is some of you out there are noticing that there is certain energies around you. You are, because it's here twice. It's here twice. Having a go at it. Okay, so that's for you, that you people, you beautiful people out there that are stuck in the creative space or haven't been very creative lately. Go back to when you're a kid. If you can't think of anything that you want to create now, go back to when you were a child and what was your creative thing that you did, and then try and grow it from there if you can. But there is needing to be more creative. Yeah, do it your way. Yeah, right there, right, where am I? Here. Do it your way. There is something about doing it your way and not worrying about how other people do it or how far someone else has come in that category. That was strange. Anyways, there's courage and trust. So yeah, getting that that believe card when it was the spirit messages, that believe card is what I'm feeling when it comes to the courage and trust. Like, have courage and have trust that there is, there is good things out there that are trying to help us. Not everything is negative and not everything is bad. So, just, it's like there's something about perception. Something about someone's, it's just like, it's like if you just tinker your perception the tiniest bit and just kind of step out of that box, it's going to completely give you an epiphany moment that's just going to be like an aha. So that's for someone out there. Yeah, be alert. I feel like some people might not be completely noticing their surroundings, as in what's going on, because they have a lot of mental chatter. So I think, yeah, make a plan. So if someone's got lots of worry or something in their head because they need to take action on something or make a plan on something, write it down, just what you think, how you could approach it, what action you can take to it, and see what happens. Feeling like you've been on a very long road, but there is movement forward, okay? So feeling like you might not feel like you've been going very far lately, or it's just been like some hardships after hardships, but you are moving into a better place, because we've got butterfly journey up here, okay? We've got laughter, we've got inspiration. So when that's with laughter, that takes me back to that playfulness, to being in that childlike state, and bringing out your, bringing out your inner child and enjoying life, and without worries, without cares, before you had responsibilities. Go back to that energy space, because it's going to bring forward someone's inspiration for maybe this creative and better ideas. We also have fairy magic, so that's really cool. So, for someone out there, there's fairy magic going down, and you're connected to the elemental gods. See, this is what I mean. There's fairy magic, elemental gods. There's a lot going on, not just with spirit guides. This is actually a really cool reading, how these have all seemed to still stick to the spirit guides. Anyway, look, we've got message up here. So there is messages coming to you. You just need to slow down and hear or see them. We've got social, so maybe, we've been overworking, or we've been just very social lately and we haven't really had time for ourselves. Yeah, it's just time, it's stop to smell the roses. It's time to stress less, have some relaxation, okay? You need to value your time more and prioritize better. But when I say that in the best way possible. I really do. Value your time. If you're giving away energy to people that don't deserve it, that's not valuing your time. You know what I mean? You value your time. If someone's not giving you back the same energy you're giving to them, then value your time better. Give yourself some space. Yeah, so someone's really needing to go into solitude. See, we even got that card before. So those were messages for someone out there. Value your time and give yourself some space. So you are needing to step back and try and get your space. Some of us are taking space because we're in a lockdown right now. But you know, not everyone's in a lockdown. So, you know, if you're now having some space, that's, you know, that's great. Yeah, and time out. So if this is you right now and you are, you know, having some time out, you connect to your creative energies and create. There's something you're wanting to create or going to create. Or being asked to create, because maybe in this state it's going to put you into a different space. So I'll get one more. Self-respect, understanding your feelings, inner self. So this is really talking about self-worth here, and self-worth and knowing your boundaries and knowing what you will take on and what you won't, and what you deserve, and what you don't deserve. Understanding your feelings. That's why I think that solitude was, because it's that going within and really actually asking yourself, what is going on? What am I emotionally okay, or have I swept something under the rug that I just don't want to talk about? Like, bring up, like, spirit guides, bring up my emotional healing so I can heal them now. Bring up my emotional turmoil now so I can heal that pain. Yeah, inner self. That's all about that solitude. And some of you might have been judging yourself a bit harshly lately. So don't do that, because we're all doing the best we can at this time, and we shouldn't judge others, for everyone has a different story and a different struggle, and we should just all be there for one another. So don't judge yourself, just love yourself. Dancing can put you in a different vibration also if you're not feeling the best, obviously not sickness wise, but like, energy wise. Put on your favorite music. Don't put on something low vibrational, put on something happy. Start dancing and just singing and moving your body, because moving your body will help move any stagnant energy that's within. Okay, and enjoyment. It's just needing to enjoy yourself. So that that was a spirit guide reading, but it was like, take 2. That was what are spirit guides, how we can connect with them, what crystals can help us connect with them, and some oracle cards that can also help as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, things like that, please leave a comment down below, for I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.